Greetings, it's Eric Backer, naturopath from New Zealand and author of Candida Crusher. I've got a question here today from a patient in England. Is Yakult any good for thrush? Well, let's first examine what Yakult is. Yakult is a small drink you can buy from the supermarket. It comes in about an 80ml shot in a small plastic container, generally with red writing on it. So it contains, I believe, up to 30 billion live probiotic organisms per container, which is quite a lot. Lactobacillus casei, the Shirota strain. So it was developed in 1935 by a Japanese doctor. So it's been around for about 80 years now, and it's sort of proven to be a reasonably good drink. So the question is asked, can it be used for thrush? Well, I'm not a big fan of Yakult for a couple of reasons, and I'm just going to read out the ingredients and you make up your own mind. So it contains water, sugar, sucrose in brackets behind it, skim milk powder, glucose, another sugar, calcium lactate, permitted flavors, goodness knows what these permitted flavors are, and a few B vitamins, B3, the niacin, pyridoxine, B6, B12 and vitamin D. Now that's all okay, but I'm not happy about the sugars in this product. Why would you put sugar and glucose in a probiotic drink? Well, according to the website, they put it in there because it would be too sour to taste. And they put this in there to sweeten the flavor up a bit. So they say a little bit of sugar is fine to have in a drink like this. It takes away the sourness, but also feeds the beneficial bacteria. Well, unfortunately, it feeds Candida as well, so it's got sugar in there. So I'm going to give you the thumbs down for Yakult for thrush. I don't think you should have it. I think maybe for certain cases of diarrhea, traveler's diarrhea, it might be okay, but for a yeast infection, I would not recommend you take Yakult in. There are plenty of other good probiotics on the market that you can take that don't contain sugars. So you don't really want any added sugar in there. And the Japanese have a tendency to put sugar in a lot of things to sweeten it up. Okay, this is one of the reasons why people like sushi, you know, the nori rolled up with rice, because rice is often cooked, cooked up, and they add small amounts of caster sugar in there to sweeten it. So I don't recommend that you have Yakult if you have a yeast infection. Thanks for your inquiry.